Good morning and welcome to another beautiful day. I'll be using my Patrick Ta Major 2 Dimensions eyeshadow palette to create this look. If you'd like to see how, continue watching. Hi, so I've already got my base products on, my moisturizer routine, and today I use the Naturium Vitamin C Serum. Over that, I put the Drunk Elephant Whipped Cream. And then I use the Glow Recipe Niacinamide glow drops, and these are just wonderful, nice and moisturizing. So I'm actually ready to go. I'm going to be using my Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in shade 5, and I'm just going to get this on. I have an appointment this morning I got to get to, so I'm going to do more of a little bit of a quick look, just because some days we just got to be ready a little bit faster instead of enjoying the morning routine in a nice slow manner, in which I really do enjoy my morning routines of getting up and having my breakfast and taking some medications and then coming in and having my shower and then coming in and doing my makeup sort of just at my own pace. And it's definitely a nice relaxing time. So, and I like to share that with all of you, especially where life can be so rush all the time. It's nice to slow down and breathe and smell the roses. So I've got that on, and I'm just going to use a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury corrector in the shade Fair, just for my the darkness around my eyes. So it's just a little tiny bit. This is nice and thin, so because just with my dry skin, you want to keep things nice and light, and then all the fine lines, we want to try to keep our products nice and light around the eyes. So I'm just going to spread a little bit of this around just to cover up some of the darkness that exists. There we go. And for concealer today, I'm going to be using my Tower 28 Serum Concealer. This is a really fabulous product. I really enjoy using this serum concealer, and it's usually my everyday concealer. It's I really do enjoy it, and sometimes I'll use one of my other ones. But for a nice simple look, I'll just use my serum concealer. This is beautiful, light, creamy, moisturizing. It's not drying, so I really do enjoy it. And you can get that one at Sephora. It's a really beautiful concealer. So I'm just going to pat this out and get that all blended in. There we go. Sephora, you can find a lot of great products there, but you can also find products at the drugstore. And there's lots of great makeup everywhere. Just a matter of finding out where these products are and trying new things and seeing what works best for your face, your skin type. Because where I'm such a dry skin person, my needs are going to be very different than somebody with oily skin. And there we go, nicely blended out. And so the next thing I'm going to do is just add a cream bronzer. I try to add all the creams. So this here is the Rare Beauty Happy Soul bronzer in the stick. This stuff, I just love this product. I haven't tried the liquid bronzer. I heard that was a nice product. Some people like it, some people don't, but I'm just, this is just one product that I really enjoy. I loved it from the first moment. And then I tried the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, and I love that one as well. So, and over the top of this, I'm just going to add my House Labs bronzer. This is a very nice bronzer on me. So again, some people liked it, some people didn't. For me, it works. So I'm just going to give lightly a brush over there because that was my last cream product I'll be putting on. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to step off. I'm going to do my eyebrows and I'll be right back. Back and I have my eyebrows done, and I also created this look. Today I decided to use a palette that was my very first luxury palette, and I was completely chuffed when I got this. My husband had bought it for me, but it's the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 palette. Beautiful, beautiful color story. One of my shadows actually did break, but this is the color story. And I absolutely love these shadows. These are true, the mattes are just so silky soft, and the shimmers are beautiful metallic shimmers. They're really gorgeous. So I'm just gonna copy this eye over on this eye here for today. So I've been watching a fairly good show on Amazon recently called The Handmaid's Tale, and it has a few seasons, and wow, it's somewhat of a dark story, but I'm pretty impressed by it. It's just about a tale of a different world where people are unable to conceive, and just how humans can react in that situation. It's definitely an interesting watch. So the first shade I laid down was this one, and the second shade I'm going to go in is with this one. So that one's going to be my first color that I'm going to lay down, and we're just going to blend that in. These are beautiful shadows to just lay down, and they blend so easy. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to darken this side up as I go. I'll just work at the two of them and make sure that they're nice and even. So the next shadow I'm going to go in with is this one here, and this will just darken up that outer corner. I'm just going to use my smaller BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy brush. So I'm just going to go in with this shade here just to darken that corner, and we'll lay down some color. We'll just blend that out just around the edges. It truly is such an easy formula to work with. And while I'm here, I'm just actually going to go down. We're just going to lay some of that darker pigment just down here at the corner with the same brush. Just come up. Perfect. Now I'm just going to lay down some of my NYX Glimmer Glue, glitter glue. I really love this product. I use it from almost every one of my looks. The shimmers in this palette tend to have a lot of fallout. They're very loosely sort of packed, so really nice and soft and buttery. And my palette's like not too old, but one of my older palettes, because like I said, it's only been in the last couple of years that I really have gotten into makeup and learning about makeup and its application. So I'm just going to use this flat brush here by BK Beauty. And the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to use this light shimmer here. I'm going to pick some up, and then I'm going to spray it just because it's going to minimize the fallout as I lay it down. So I'm just going to use my Charlotte Tilbury airbrush setting spray, and I'm just going to give that a little spray there just to help it set, sort of grip onto the eye. Even though I did use the glitter glue, I'm just going to try to prevent where I have my base on already. Now, lots of people will put their eyeshadow on first, and then they go in with their base products, because if they do have any fallout, they can easily clean that up. I've done it like just a couple of times where I did it with that routine, and it actually does work, but I just seem to keep following my old habit of putting on my base products first. Maybe I'll end up getting myself out of that habit yet, but we'll see what happens. So the next shimmer I'm going to go in with is this one right here. And what it does is it's going to bridge that beautiful first shimmer into with that outer color, the darkening color. So it's sort of just, and I'll just spray that a little bit there. What I'm going to do is just go right here in between the two, and I'm just going to put some down just to soften the edges between where the outer corner dark shade begins and then the light shade, and it just makes for a nicer transition between the two. So I'll just lay a little bit of that shimmer down, and I'll go back in with the small little one, and I'll go back in with the darkening outer shade. We're just going to go back over this in that C shape, and then even down here, and we're just going to blend, blend, blend. We'll blend everything in. Perfect. Awesome. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this light shimmer down again, just on the lower lash line in the corner. Here we go. I'll just take a little bit of that shimmer. I'm going to spray it with my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. There we go. We're just going to lay some right here in the corner. Just like so. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Refer 13, and I'm going to use that light shade, and I'm going to blend out the lower lash line where I had added the darker shade, just to smoke it out a little bit, just to smoke it out a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. And that looks good. I like that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my e.l.f. palette, my well-used, my well-loved palette. Oops, I dropped my brush. And I'm going to use my light shade, and I'm going to highlight, lighten that brow bone area, and do my inner corner. And I'm going to do my nose. Try to be a little bit more straight than that, and do my little dot at the end. Then I'm going to take the contour brush, and I'm going to use the bronzing shade, and I'm going to line out my nose. Looks great. Perfect. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my blush, and I'm going to use a Patrick Ta blush. I have to see what shade I have here. She's That Girl. So I'm going to be She's That Girl today. I like that. And it has the cream product up on top and the powder product on the bottom. And the nice thing is the cream is shielded by this little, so that you don't get a bunch of powder in there. So what I'm going to do first, Patrick Ta actually recommends to put down the powder first and then the cream on top. But I like the opposite. I like to lay my cream product down first. So I'm just going to put some dots down here. This is just the way I like to do it. And then I'm going to use a more thick brush. This is an e.l.f. Brush for cream products. I'm just going to blend out that color just right there, and then I'm just going to do it to the other side. It's a beautiful cream product. I absolutely love these Patrick Cha blushes. They're really beautiful. There we go. Nice. Just a little bit more on this side, just so. So usually you bring your blush to around the midpoint of your eye. I usually like to end there. Then what I'm going to do is just go in with my powdered blush. And I'm just going to use BK Beauty brush for that. And I'm just going to go over that just to set that cream down. Now this is a highly pigmented blush, and I'll end up toning this down with my setting powder. Maybe I might even use a big brush just to go over it, just to bring it down a little tiny bit. But it don't actually look that bad either, so perfect. Just to lighten it up. So the next thing I'm going to use, I need a highlighter. So let's see what I'm going to do now. I think I'm going to use a Pat McGrath highlighter, and it's this one here. I'll look at the back just because it's the Skin Fetish Sublime Skin Highlighter in Nude Opal, and this is a beautiful highlight. I'm just going to go in with my brush, and I'm just going to add a little bit of highlight here. Now, this is a luminous blush. I like the heights of my cheeks here were already a little bit highlighted even just from using that blush, and it's just beautiful. There we go. That looks great. Just put a touch on. Now that's done, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to set my face with my Charlotte Tilbury setting powder in the shade Fair. And I really love this product. It is so light and it's blurring. When I say blurring, what I mean is that we all have pores, and some people have pores that are bigger than others, and mine are sort of moderate in size, but I like to try to blur them out as much as I can. So what this is doing, it's blurring the look of your pores. It's making them look less obvious. And it's also just a setting powder, and it has a luminosity. It's not flat. And again, for people with dry skin, it's a beautiful, beautiful product. Oh, that looks great. And again, you go over around the edges just to make sure your blush is nicely blended in. And that looks good. So before I move on, I'm just going to go ahead and set my face with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting spray. Perfect. And we'll give that a quick fan. And the next thing I'll be doing is my mascara. And I'm just going to use my Ilia mascara. So I'll be right back. I'm back and I have my mascara on, and I also applied my lip liner. I used the lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury, her Lip Cheat lip liner in Pillow Talk, and I'm going to be applying, I've just got a mini of this one, but the Pillow Talk lipstick. I'm just going to be using this, so it's in the shade Pillow Talk, which has been one of her really famous shades. It's sort of been a big part of Charlotte Tilbury's brand is the Pillow Talk because it's a universal. This is such a neutral color. It looks good on almost everyone. So it's definitely a beautiful lipstick, a nice neutral lipstick. So I'm just going to apply this. And it feels nice and smooth and it's long lasting. These are beautiful lipsticks. Charlotte Tilbury really truly does make some beautiful products. So my makeup now is complete. Well, this is my makeup look complete. I had a lot of fun today. I really love how my look turned out and I'm feeling good and I'm ready for my day. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, hit like, and leave a comment. All right, you guys take care. Have a good day. Bye.